I'm Cal, welcome to your 4-minute lesson. Today we're going to be looking at the Open Tunings for Blues Guitar book. This was a really fun book to write. 20 open tunings for blues guitar, and as a blues guitarist myself, it was a really beneficial thing to learn. In fact, it actually changed my whole style because I sort of had known a little bit about open tunings and just sort of, some of the notes in the fretboard that you could play, but I didn't know all of them. So by basically writing them out and working them out, it really sort of helped my playing really get tightened up, because I kind of knew exactly what notes to play rather than just sort of kind of guessing and knowing a few. So in one of the videos that I've done previously, I've actually gone through the first scale box of the complete Open D blues scale. But for today's lesson, we're going to actually look at the other side of the book, which is the Open D blues chords. So we can go through some of these blues chords, and then as you can see in the book, there's a 12-bar progression that goes with it as well. So you can actually strum along with the book, and it helps you out. So it helps you sort of solidify the chords and stuff as well. So the first chord we're going to learn, and so open D tuning, if you're not aware as well, is basically the strings are tuned to an open chord. So essentially the D chord, which is really good, and it means it's kind of a lot easier to play. I did a video on sort of the major chord family in D, so it had like all the chords, the 7 chords of D major. So you can have a look at that as well. That gives you all the sort of the standard major and minor chords, but this one is for the blues chords. So the string tuning is basically D, A, D, F sharp, A, and then D at the end type thing. So the first chord we can kind of learn is what's called a D7. So we put our third finger on the 3rd fret of the high A string, and there's your D7 chord there. So you can hear that it really has that 7th sound about it, as opposed to that which is your kind of standard D. So it really makes it bluesy. Your next chord basically is very similar. If you've looked at the video for the major chords, it's very similar to the standard G chord. That's the standard G chord, but obviously by putting a pinky down here, you get that nice G7, which is essentially how blues is written on. 7th chords are very native to the blues style. You can also, because of this note here is on the D string, you can also actually move that to the other D string, which is here, 3rd fret. So you can also play it like that. So if you want the high 7 or the middle one, I actually play a bit of both. Sometimes I like the high one, sometimes I like that one. But yeah, totally your choice. And then the last chord is very simple. You basically keep that first finger down where you were, and then your second finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, middle D string, and your 3rd finger at the high D string, and then you're strumming across there. And there's your A7 chord. So that gives you the 3 chords of blues basically: D7, lovely little G7, and then an A7 as well. With the A7, you tend to X out that string there, the open D string, and you start from the A string and strum down like that. This gives you a bit more of a clearer sound when you're doing it as well. And then what you can basically do, then you can start putting it into a 12 bar. So 2nd bar, so I'll start from the top. So 1st bar, 2, 3, 4, 2nd bar, 3rd bar, 4th bar. And the 12 bar is the standard progression for doing blues. Okay, the next bar, and then we go back to the D7 for 2 bars. Then we come down to the last 4 bars, A7, then we go to G7, and then we can go to D7. We can either stay on D7 or turn around, and that means it's unresolved, and that turns the song back around to eventually resolve back to the D7 chord. So there's your 3 blues chords in the Open D tuning. That's your 4-minute lesson. Thank you.